extraordinary artist. She's one of our finest artists in the UK, in the world. And I've known her work for many years. And I was at a gallery in South London in the 90s when I first really came across it. And what was surprising, first of all, was the gallery was full. It was full of people. What were they doing? They were looking, they were thinking, they were reading Tracey's stories. And what Tracey did, and what I think is really exceptional, is that the art world thinks it occupies a certain number of rooms. But Tracey opened the door to another room. She actually took everyone, all of you, into this other room. And that room was about a different, an extraordinary kind of self-expression. A self-expression that really connects to real people in a real way. So I think she did something extraordinary there. It was really brave, and it was an extraordinary achievement. Now over to Tracey. Thank you.
To make myself a big promise tonight that I wouldn't cry. But this is so beautiful. I've never ever believed in my life that Margate could look like this from this view. It's fantastic. And all you people today, when I first got well known as an artist, there was so much animosity in the local newspapers, and no one really wanted to know about contemporary art. It's not a sob story, even though I'm crying. But now, people can really see the difference that art can make. And I swear, this Turner Centre is going to be fantastic, not just for me as an artist showing there, but for everybody in Margate who lives here. Because wherever art goes, commerce follows. Always, always, always. Now, our only problem at the moment is this view is looking great because I'm looking at all of you. I want to see the seafront again looking like the Golden Mile. I want it looking beautiful. And that's the next thing. And last night I met Frank Thorley for the first time, and I said to him, please can you help us? Please can you help us put the lights back on in Margate? I met many people last night who had the same ideas as me. And I think it can happen. And about the £5,000 thing, I'll be the first person to put £5,000 in for that. And I think every year we should try and do events, try and do exciting things to make. And I've also been, when there's the market here, the French market, when the French people come over. Bonjour. It does look incredibly beautiful here, and there's always lovely food, and there's all these events happening. And when I come down with friends to Margate, they say, there's no problems with Margate, it's incredible. And I say, you don't understand the real problems. The real problems have been happening for the last 25 years. And now we're all together and we're going to change that. And what I've been asking for is for a government inquiry into why this has happened. And I don't want to put a downer on tonight, but tonight's not about me. It really is about how we regain Margate and how we make it back to its former glory. And one of the first things we're going to do is raise as much money as possible for Dreamland. Yeah. I, as a girl, could never dream that I would ever be in this position. And when I drove in yesterday and I saw the word said Dreamland and not Imid or Eyebald or whatever, and all the letters were put back there, like the Lido. The Lido. I said, what the fuck is it? Is it the dildo? Is it the Ido? What is it? And now we've got the words Lido. We've got Dreamland. And also, one of my big things, and if anyone read The Sun today, my final words were, if you want a really dirty weekend, don't go to Brighton, definitely come to Margate. Anyway, I just want to say thank you to everyone coming, and it's a bit chilly, a bit windy, but I knew the wind could have changed the other direction and we would have been fine, but we wouldn't have had this beautiful herringbone sky. And we have to remember that's why Turner came here, and that's why we have the Turner Centre come in. And you know what's going to be great? It's going to have a fantastic restaurant and a fantastic cafe with beautiful windows. And everyone here I know is going to appreciate that. And that's just the beginning, okay? So even if you don't care about art very much, you'll be able to have a nice cup of tea. Alright, I've got no more else to say. say except I hope we all have a great weekend. I was going to go home tomorrow, but I'm going to stay here for the weekend. I'm going to try and look at all the art galleries and everything. And from where I'm standing, Margate looks fucking beautiful.
Thank you all for coming this evening. Really enjoy this evening and enjoy all the events and activities taking place in the Old Town. A big thank you to Tracey, most of all, for being here and for making this day so very special for Margate. And we hope she'll be back again before too long. Enjoy the evening. Do look at the exhibition in the back of Droit House, and as John said, it will be here until the 20th of June. And really enjoy the new one, which will be here for much longer. Thank you very much for being with us.
She's just amazing. She's so human. She's so kind. She's so funny. All those things I didn't think that she would be.
Yeah, exactly.
She is just amazing.
Me too. I feel that. Yeah. In person.